Hi, my name is Jesse Alvarez. I'm in the Santa Monica, California Pacsun store, number 994. I'm actually one of the employees here. I will be interviewing a few fellow friends and passing out a hand interview on men's merchandise, what sells, what doesn't sell, and get feedback from others, and hope you enjoy. What main brands do you wear?
I wear the Hundreds and the Huff mostly.
Do you think your style has changed since your freshman year? If so, how?
Yes. Stopped wearing pro clubs and started shopping at name brand stores.
What companies do you think would be great inside of Pacsun?
Virgin Liberation.
Anything else?
Rogue Size.
If there's any word that describes your style, what would it be?
Expensive.
Has your group of friends changed or cast away because of the way you dress, or do they still remain close?
They still remain close.
The brands that you wear?
I'm very open-minded with, but mostly streetwear brands.
As soon as I get on my Huff straight
Do you think your style has changed since your freshman year? If so, how?
Yes. I used to wear dresses and skirts.
There's one word that best describes your style. What would it be?
Spunk.
Has your group of friends cast away because of your dressing styles, or do they still remain close?
I still have a pretty tight-knit circle of friends, I'd say.
What other companies would you like to see inside of Pacsun?
all the hats are like 50.
I'd like to see some underground streetwear.
Main brands that you wear?
Stussy, Diamond, Rogue Status, of course, Virgin Liberation. That's about it. Mostly just vintage stuff other than that.
Has your style changed since your freshman year? If so, how?
Yes, it's definitely changed. I used to wear just basketball shorts and white t-shirts and Nikes, and now it's just skinny jeans, some street tees, blazers, moccasins, you know.
If there was one word that describes your style, what would it be?
Liberated. I have a liberated style. I can say that confidently.
Okay. Now, if you could remember any of the Pacsun companies that we carry, which ones need to get out of there? Which ones have to be stopped being sold?
Curly definitely needs to get out of there. Welcome definitely needs to get out of there. All those, because all those shirts I feel are really, all those brands are like surf brands and stuff like that, and I feel Pacsun needs to be a little bit more about style instead of about surfing.
Okay. Now, would you say that because of your style that's changed, have you lost any friends? Have you gained new ones, or have they remained close?
I've not lost any friends at all. I still have friends that dress the same as I dressed in 9th grade. We're still friends. It's just a look.
Okay. Now, if there's is there any companies you would like seeing inside of Pacsun?
Yes, Rogue Status needs to be in Pacsun. Diamond needs to be in Pacsun. And Virgin Liberation definitely needs to be in Pacsun. Stussy, Hundreds, all those.
I'm with Timothy Jackson, and I got a few questions for him on about some of the clothing. So Timmy, what clothing do you usually wear?
You know what? I usually have to stick with like DC Vans, bullhead denim, of course. You know.
Okay. Now, working here, have you seen any kind of companies you don't like?
Companies? Yeah, there's a few brands in the store that maybe aren't doing as well as others, like maybe like Metal Militia, some of the graphic tees, you know. Try to get that going.
Now, is there any brands you would like to see inside the store that's maybe urban, that maybe CC S has or Active has?
One brand a lot of people's been asking about is Virgin Liberation. They have some very cool designs. Looking towards that one. So.
Now, since you've been working here, and I know you've been working here for a long time, would you say that your style from when you were in high school has it changed since you started working at Pacsun?
I have to say most definitely. I used to have cornrows to the back, long tees, baggy pants, but now I'm clean cut, looking good, I might say. Yep. Too good, thank you.
Okay, alright, well, thank you, Tim. Perfect. So the video you guys saw was a video on a few interviews that I did myself. It may be poor sounding for you not to hear, so I'm just going to summarize what everyone was saying. First interview, Danny Israel. Danny Israel spends a lot of money on clothes. He may not seem as well dressed as he was, but he is very, I guess you could say, well branded. He usually probably spends about $400 a month. So in doing that, I asked him a few questions, and he is mainly more of a streetwear kind of person. So it's the hundreds, it's Rosas, which we actually do carry, Ruka, a lot of brands that have a lot more screaming colors and seem more underground. Some of the fellow guys that they like to say they see was exactly hundreds, was Rogue Status, was more Ruka, a few brands that actually would like to be in here that they commented was my own brand, Virgin Liberation. So because of that, if I get enough feedback from you guys and see what you guys think, great. Second person, Avi. Avi is usually a spunky person. He usually has his style known just to be his own particular style. Usually it's vintage t-shirts, which we do have a selection for, usually in Shop 1. And because of that, he usually kind of keep it simple, really interested in jeans. He's a big jeans fanatic kind of person. He also said the same thing, more underground brands need to come in here. Working on the Promenade in Santa Monica, you have CCS and you have Active. Active has a lot of clothing that is usually Crooks and Castle, Diamond Supply, Ambiguous, all these companies who are grabbing a lot of California attention. This is Pacific sunwear. This is usually California sunwear. So in doing that, he hopes for the best that, you know, it gets pushed into forward. Ryan Duncan's the Mr. Hipster. He is different than everybody, but it makes it so unique. He's usually into kind of streetwear, Stussy, ones that's been around for a long time. And he, you know, has the whole Gauges look. He likes to be real vintage, but more outgoing in his clothing. And finally, you saw one of the employees in Santa Monica, Pacsun, that actually has very similar style to Pacsun in here, but he knows that some brands aren't selling. And on the top of my head, I can say Fox isn't selling. I can say Hurley isn't selling. I can say Zurich isn't usually selling. A lot of brands are being pushed out, and it's because of skateboarding and surfing brands. Yes, that's what Pacsun is, but we need to bring in just to have the meaning of clothing. And usually a lot of underground companies are able to spread the roots out and send a message out. Now, I interviewed about 10 people just on paper, and I asked them the same questions. And about 80% of people said that streetwear needs to be in Pacsun. They've been known to be the surfing company, and little by little we've been able to push them out and make an effort in adding different companies. And what I've seen have the most respect in coming in was Rogue Status. And that's kind of made a big sell in Pacsun. Another few questions were asked about how styles have changed dramatically over their high school experiences, from the baggy jeans with the Pro Club, you know, t-shirt. Now it's the slim fit jeans and the retro color t-shirts and the flannels, which we're doing an excellent job in all those areas. But mainly we need to step up our looks in top wears. Jackets sell well, but t-shirts really need to have enough attention to really reach out towards people. Brands to look forward to myself, I would say also underground companies. Diamond Supply Company, the Hundreds, more of Rogue Status, more of Crooks and Castles, a lot of outgoing companies that sell really well and have enough joke in it to make it look really good still. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry if it's hard to hear me or hard to hear them. I hope you get the best feedback out of that. And yeah, thank you.